Scathing report from Scott Bessent out about an hour and a half ago on the Fed saying its outsized role is actually hurting its credibility. If it wants to be an independent bank, it's got to act like it. I want to go to Washington, D.C. now, speak with my friend, also counselor to the Treasury Secretary Joe Lavorgna. And Joe, the report is really hard-hitting. There's some hard-hitting stuff in there. Explain to the audience what Scott Bessent wrote and the message he's trying to get out there.
Yeah, it was a great piece, and there's even a longer piece that's coming out in another magazine, which is really fantastic. I want people to read it, but the bottom line, Charles, is that you've had a lot of mission creep with the Fed over the past couple of decades. You need accountability. Central bank independence is certainly very high. It's very, very important. But the thing is, the Fed has done policymaking and conducted itself as an institution in a manner that actually hurts their independence and has actually worked against the aims and goals of everyday Americans. So it's a very hard-hitting piece. There needs to be a real fundamental overhaul in terms of reviewing the process of which monetary policy works, right, and taking it back to its roots.
But on that note, I just want to pick up on that note because the Fed seems to want all the power it can get, right? It says, give me more, give me more, give me more. But the other side of this is Congress. Going back to 77, 76, they were in charge of full employment. They gave that job to the Fed. Elizabeth Warren tried to give them every task under the sun. So how much of this does Congress have to step up and say, okay, we'll help to unwind this?
I don't think it's Congress per se, Charles, because if you go back to the 1978 Humphrey Hawkins law, and the Secretary highlights what the Fed's mandate is from a macro perspective. It's low and stable unemployment, low inflation and moderately long interest rates. Basically, full employment with no inflation and low interest rates, which ironically is what we had under
right.
President Trump's first term. So it's already there. The mission creep is the Fed effectively going beyond its congressional mandate.
So let's talk about today's jobs number, right? The more you drill down, the uglier it gets. One thing that really leaps out to me, almost 600,000 more part-time jobs, 360,000 fewer full-time jobs. So what gives here?
Charles, what was really important is that the president got the one big beautiful bill in place. It's a substantial tax cut for working Americans. We highlighted, Treasury just came out with a list of various occupations that are going to benefit from the no tax on tips. You have the no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, reduced Social Security taxes on working seniors. That maybe lifts the labor force participation around that group. It gets more income in their pockets. And what that does, Charles, it gives us a base for the economy and the job market in particular to accelerate in 26.
Right.
So all of the good things in that bill have yet to kick in. The fact that we've seen a CapEx comeback, Charles, already, CapEx growing 15% in the first half of the year, sets the stage for what we think will be a very, very strong jobs market in 26, not a sugar high that we saw in the past with excessive and imprudent fiscal outlays that were part of the previous administration.
Joe, Treasury auctioned off $100 billion in bills yesterday. It's an earth-shattering number. And it's being suggested that this is sort of a de facto yield curve control effort. Also, on the same note, Treasury buying back $2 billion in debt, $10 billion in 3 weeks. What's the strategy here?
Well, the fact, Charles, is right now, if you look at the deficit trends, they're improving markedly from last year. And maybe we'll be lucky and even have a smaller deficit this year relative to last year, which nobody thought was possible back in January. And that's because of all the tariff revenue that we're taking in addition to the fact that we're slowing spending. The increase in bill issuance largely reflects the need for the Treasury to rebuild its operating balance, its daily operating balance, the TGA as it's known, and there is nothing as it relates to yield curve control. Market yields have come down, and the term premium has come down in the U.S. markets because the longer-term fiscal outlook is better, and that's what's driving, in large part, U.S. demand for assets.
All right, Joe Lavorgna, it's always great talking to you, my friend. You're looking good. Talk to you again.
Thank you, Charles.